danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Cyclones offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their 2nd-best poll finish ever, and who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami. Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. You've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young talent, David, and someone I know they want to keep building around.
He's just fun to watch, man. He makes all the plays. Will scramble if he needs to. Been really good late in close games. That was something a year ago. They won a bunch of those games, but you're right, Reese. In the beginning, Matt Campbell, he's still here.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Becht. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They boot it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Arizona's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Snags a quick pass on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go right back to him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Makes the grab. Oh, a lot of space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They'll run play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the catch, it's Hansen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Brought down at the 31, it is a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Fafita. They're working that left side. They'll immediately call timeout. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. And it's caught inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead is down to a field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Finds the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
To the air, it's Fafita. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that You can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The inside handoff. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The short hand, it's Salvo. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense working from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Blasted as he lets it go. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sowell. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. Jukes his way for more. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. There he goes, breaking the pocket. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, going up top. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. To throw, it's Fafita. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
A huge point after this for the lead. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The run to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got his man on the right. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Picks up the first down and gets out of bounds, and there are 20 seconds left.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Back to throw, it's Beck. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.